Welcome to Soapbox Heroes. My name is Tyrone Irvin. Today, I had a distinct pleasure to be with my financial literacy homie. To get your mind right, get your paper right, homie. Let me show you how to do this, not just tell you how to do this, homie. His last name is something that he just go do. Ryan Akers. Ryan knows best. What's happening with you, Ryan?
Man, it's all good. I appreciate that. I didn't even know those accolades belonged to me. I thought somebody else was about to come in here.
Nah, they're all yours, and they short. They short. I can't give it all to them because people be like, oh. So you just a
Sprinkle it. All right.
Just a sprinkle,
all
and then we'll continue to sprinkle as we go through
Big
it.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? Look, the reason I reached out to you, I'm gonna pour up a little bit of this
yes,
red wine too, is because
Salute. The man has wine.
Yeah,
It's not
indeed.
another show I've been on and they have great poupon. You know what I'm saying?
some great poupon. Today we gonna be
I think
grown.
I think I will.
Yeah, I think I will. Pinky out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Pour a little bit on the
saying?
rim, as they call it.
Then look, you say that you twirl it and you
Yeah.
see how it
The
fall
wine country, I
down.
saw that.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, man, salute. But happy Black History Month. Happy Black History existence.
Right. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they only gave us the shortest month in the whole damn what is this, months in the year.
In the year, 28 days or
Man,
something like that.
God, and every 4 years they give us one extra day.
They never just give it all to us at the same time, huh?
They killing us, man.
It's always a catch. You guys just can't have all 31
Yeah,
days.
fuck that here.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get
29 on every leap year.
Man, but look, I wanted to have you because I feel like you make Black history all the time, every single day.
Man, that's what's up.
And
Appreciate that.
if 100 years from now, the world just is different, right? And they
Facts.
find this video, they'll be able to write something about you, in my opinion. You own multiple businesses. You've written a manual. You know what I'm saying? You've written a manual. See, that's something probably you just done.
Man, I didn't even think about it like that.
You-
You made me think right quick when you said that. I was like, I did.
Yeah, and so that take you beyond the talking aspect to the
Right.
doing aspect, right?
Right.
And so I feel like if there was a time capsule when they was just to find a body of your work, it'd be something somebody talking about in the year 3000. I found Ryan, Akers, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, I wanted to get into that with you, the building of that and all that. And we're going to get into it.
I'm with it, man. Salute. Like, look, you just made me think about something, and I talk about it all the time. It's legacy,
Legacy.
right?
Uh-huh.
Legacy is oftentimes described by what we got today,
Mm-hmm.
but not the effects of
Right.
what we're doing,
Wow.
right? What you just mentioned to me right now, is
Uh-huh.
the effects of what I'm doing, the groundwork now
Right.
can be seen in the
Later.
future. Yeah, so that's big, man, to be able to do something like that and to be a catalyst, hopefully, for other people to follow.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And another thing I like, too, is to be 100% honest with you. You don't come off like a jerk. You don't come off. I'm just keeping it a buck. You know what I'm
some
saying?
people they'll tell you the opposite, but
but
feel
even
you.
if, but I know what they might mean, but that's business. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, you're willing to talk and give
for sure.
game
Yeah.
and want to see people prosper and do good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be like, nah, I can't do it today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
here
that's real.
to give game.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
but
saying.
listen, you asked, so that means something. Listen, for everybody that's at home or that's listening or wherever you at, understand this: relationships are more than money. Right.
So that's tip one.
Relationships are more valuable than money. Let me correct myself in that statement. Yeah, I've been blessed to be able to rub shoulders with a lot of different people.
Mm-hmm.
None of those people have ever
Mm-hmm.
shied away from me if I asked them for advice or just picked up the phone and called and talked to them or been like, yo, can y'all do X, Y, and Z for me? Whatever the case may be.
Right.
When it's from the heart and people genuinely want to see you prosper.
Right.
Be well and prosper, as
See you
old
win.
folks say.
Right.
Yeah, because what does it hurt me to help you?
Nothing. I feel like there's enough room in whatever it is that you want to do for whoever want to get in there.
Big facts. It
Big
is.
facts.
It is. And it's enough room and there's enough money. where I don't have to be like, man, I don't know about Irvin, man. The show gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't do that because I'm trying to get my.
Man, I don't even like when people think like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't. To me, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? What's meant for you is meant for you. If you work,
you got to be able to have
that
that though, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody don't have that, and it's almost disheartening to be for real because it's mostly us when we see it most times, right, on the surface.
Okay.
Right. Other races and other individuals definitely have it, and it goes on the community, but
it affects us because we're around us.
Yeah, man, and it bothers me. Because literally they haven't stopped printing money since I've been born. Like, I mean, every year I hear
slowing down.
No. But I always hear, like, you know, we in a deficit, or we in this, or we in that. But I always see money constantly being pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, right? So I was like, well, who gave us this jacked up, I was about to say effed up philosophy? I don't want to cuss on your show.
Right.
You feel me? But
you good. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Fucked up philosophy.
Yeah.
Who the hell put this in our minds to make us believe that they only make, you know, a certain amount of money a year or something like that? So I got to have it all and you can't have none.
Well, yeah, it's like a selfish mentality.
Greed. I would give that.
Greed, yeah. Well, here, let's talk through that a little bit.
Facts.
Coming from somebody who, you know what I'm saying, like, what I do appreciate about you, you know the streets. We just gonna, like I said, you know the streets.
It is.
You know business.
Yeah.
Okay, so we see a lot of times, like especially with youngsters, even people our age, they'll be stuck in that I can't mode.
Oh yeah.
So if it seemed like everything done went wrong, I can't. What would be your advice? How does somebody start moving forward in a business state of mind instead of just the state of mind that they might be in right there and then?
All right. Well, the hardest thing to do for somebody is to get out of their own head. Right? Mentally, your thoughts can entrap you. Right? So you have to be able to get out of your mind and tell yourself you can. Right? I learned this when I was a kid. They used to be like, we don't use words like don't, can't.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
This is when we was 6, 7, 8 years old.
Positive.
Like, they put this in our minds back then, right?
Believe in yourself.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Because affirmation is real. You can manifest things if you think it. You can, whatever, and the Bible would say, whatever a man thinketh, so is he. So if you can think it, literally what that means is if you think something, you can make it happen.
Right.
Same thing applies still to today, right? If it was good 20,000, 50,000, whatever many years ago, it got to be good now. Right. So I grew up with the notion of whatever I wanted to do, I did it. Now, I'm not saying everything I wanted to do was positive. Because it wasn't. But yet I still did it.
But you did it. And you turned whatever into a positive.
Yeah, so it's like because I was blessed out of a lot of situations, you thank the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I'm like, okay, let me kind of turn this. Here's something else too. When you talk about hood life, street life, growing up rough, or you know what I mean, in some, you know, some dangerous times and territories or whatever. There was always somebody around me. We call them big homies, OGs or whatever.
Yeah.
Some of my cousins.
Yeah.
You feel me? Uncles even to this day, who always was like, it's something different. Right. And if you from the hood or you grew up in the hood, then you know, you see some of the homies and you like, he's a lifer.
Yeah.
Right?
You just being honest.
No disrespect, you feel me? Because I'm out there.
Yeah.
He's a lifer.
Right.
And then there was other homies you knew like, man, he gonna do something.
Right.
Now, that's not to say that the homie that you consider to be a lifer didn't have the option
to do something
or the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to flip his or her life around. But this one, like, you just knew like this one could do something. And I always kind of got pulled to the side. They like, hey, look, homie.
Yeah.
Look, we gonna, you know, you ain't gotta do that.
You come over here.
Yeah. Like, it was like,
stay out the way.
Always, you know what I'm saying? The big homies always protected me.
Yeah.
Now, I still made my own decisions.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I was just, thank the Lord again to be able to still be here and have this conversation right now. But ultimately, I remembered those things, right? And there was somebody important into me. So to get out of that, get out of your own way, sometimes you have to have a little bit of help, right? And other times, or more often than not, self-determination. You got to be willing to say that.
self-determination. Do you think anybody could do it? Anybody. Because you hear the term, sometimes you hear anybody could do it.
Yeah.
You think anybody could do it?
I'm going to say everybody has been given the opportunity again. Everybody has been given the willpower. But everybody's willpower is not the same. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, we speaking like.
Yeah.
Some people just don't turn that switch on.
Okay.
And then you'll have other people that they want to turn it on. Maybe they just lack a certain thing, lack of motivation. Home life might suck or no positivity around. And to those individuals, I challenge them to just block out everybody else.
Yeah.
I literally live by the terms fuck them.
Right.
Right? I discovered this about myself when I was like 27, 28 years old.
And that's a good age to discover that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the fuck 'em?
So fuck them to me, and it should be to you all.
Look at the camera. To you all.
Look. Hey, look. Fuck them. Check it out. It's simple. Most people are not even gonna be around you when you start prospering. I was telling somebody else the other day in real life. I was telling one of the homies. I was explaining to her that when I was in my 20s, man, I had so many friends. Right?
Right.
I'm talking about like hundreds of friends.
Just everybody.
Everybody my friend. But when I started to get serious about business and trying to better myself, trying to elevate myself,
right.
You know what I'm saying? My friend list went down to like,
damn,
5 fingers.
Why?
Everybody can't be around you. Right? And you asked the question earlier, like, can anybody do it? Yeah, I believe anybody can.
Right.
But will they?
That's a different question.
Yeah. Will they? Do they want to?
Yeah.
I struggle with the fact that some people don't want better.
Do you think they're just too used to where they are? Or comfortable?
Yeah.
Complacency?
I would do that. I would say that a lot of people are complacent, right? A lot of people comfortable, lackadaisical, feel like this is guaranteed. You know what I mean?
Only thing guaranteed is death and having to use the bathroom.
Right, for sure. And if you live in America, you pay taxes at some point. Yeah. Right? I mean, bro, it's crazy, but it's real.
It's real talk.
Yeah.
Man, look, the homies, like, or your friends, we're going to speak in both languages. We're going to talk in Ebonics and proper language at the same time. Your friends, the people around you. Right. How do you separate that when you're trying to grow in the business aspect, but you got people around you that necessarily isn't, and they looking at you like you changing, you doing something else, you fake. How do you do that when you're trying to grow as a business and you're trying to change your life as an entity?
Yeah.
What do you do in those times?
So you have to be a little bit selfish.
Say that again?
Yeah, you have to be a little bit selfish.
All right.
Right. Because real talk, my daughter's 17 years old. She'll be 18 this year. I had a conversation with her last week, and I was telling her, listen, there's going to be things and people that are in your life for a certain reason.
Right.
Learn the difference between an asset and a liability. Right?
Right.
From any kind of ship that you will have in your life, relationship, courtship, friendship, partnership.
Any ship.
It needs to be an asset.
Right.
And if it's not an asset, it is a liability.
Right.
I speak from experience. I've been in bad relationships. Right. I pick women. Right. And I say I picked them. Like, I mean, they'll probably tell you that they chose me, right? But
that's what
it was
they
a mutual. Say. It was a mutual agreement at some point.
Right.
but ultimately, I'm not with them because I realized they're not an asset. And until I find that asset, I'm gonna be unmarried.
So wait, hold on. You know we gotta go there now.
My bad. I ain't gonna jump.
But no, just keep jumping. It's all good. We can jump back. We can do it how we do. Yeah. So we're talking about business and growing and wealth and all that. So we're gonna do it like this. On a man's journey to wealth.
Right, man.
On a man's journey to wealth, do you recommend that he stay away from a woman who isn't bringing equity to him, and that he could bring equity back to her?
So that's a good question too.
Uh-huh.
You can look at it from that standpoint as an equitable woman, right? But I think I'm gonna go back to this because my mama used to take me to church all the time, right? I grew up both sides of the coin. So,
right.
In the Bible, they talk about being equally yoked.
Okay.
I did not understand what the hell that meant, right? Until I got damn near 40. So at this point in my life right now, I understand that I thought it was like some these thousand does, like equally yoked, whatever.
Yeah.
Spiritually, she doesn't pray to God. That's what I thought it was.
Right.
No, it's really simple, right?
Okay.
If y'all are not on the same page, you're not yoked equally.
It's just simply on the same page, the same understanding.
If you can't have a conversation with said woman, and you can't communicate effectively, you're not equally yoked. If this woman, this is if you're an ambitious man or a man on a journey, like you're trying to get somewhere. If you're a couch potato dude and you live at the girl's house, this is not for you.
It ain't gonna work for you.
This not for you. Sorry. You feel me? Yeah, this not for you. But if you bringing something to the table, you want somebody else who can bring something to the table.
Right.
Now, my personal desire is not that she has to have more or the same as me.
Right.
If she does, where you at, baby? You feel me?
Right.
But at the same time, bring something to the table.
Right.
Right.
At least try.
Yeah,
be moving forward towards something.
We can work it together. See, if I plan on you being my teammate,
right,
for life,
right,
I'm gonna help you,
right,
as long as you have the desire,
right,
to make sure that you can be reciprocal.
And that's that equally yoked because we have an understanding,
right?
Right. See, only Ryan knows. Ryan knows best.
There you go.
Ryan knows best.
Yes,
so
sir.
now you kick a game about the relationships and the finance, bringing it together.
It's important.
It is important because there are a lot of young men who come into a lot of money or start to come into money and don't know what to do.
Yeah, big facts.
You know what I'm saying? So So I want to stay on that a little bit.
Okay.
Do they just jump into relationships? How do you choose? How do you know somebody ain't just trying to get your paper?
As a young man, you probably won't know this, right? As a young man, because I didn't. You had to trial and error, and I didn't always have what I have now.
Trial and error?
I always busted my ass, right? So I've never been a dude that just was without. I always bust my ass. I always worked, I always kept money some kind of way.
Right.
Whatever kind of work I was doing, I was working.
It was keeping some money.
Right. But here's the thing, though, and this is what I told my daughter, too. When I was younger, my appetite was different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What I mean by appetite, for y'all that don't understand what I'm saying, I'm gonna use a metaphor right now. The type of women that I liked and looked after and wanted, you know what I'm saying, was that bull that we see on TV and videos. It's like, oh, she gotta be yak.
Yeah.
Now I still like the curve. Feel me?
You still like the curve?
I've never. I mean, it's just, I
Some
like
things
what I
don't
like.
change.
Yeah, I like what I like.
But
baby, I need you to come to the table with some brains,
more substance.
Yeah. I need you to. I want you to be more. So for the young cats that come to the league, right?
Yeah.
Especially if they came from nothing.
Yeah.
Man, you got hundreds of thousands of dollars now at your disposal,
Right.
or millions,
Right.
if you got that blessed.
Right. Right.
You've never had this before.
Right.
You wasn't even talking to a cute girl when you was in high school,
Right.
maybe even in college. But now you got this money, and you think that all the dimes is
just liking you all of a sudden.
Like what? Are you serious?
No, it don't work like that.
So the issue becomes learning the reality of life. Like, why does she want me?
Right.
Feel me?
And accepting the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want my money.
You want my dough.
Yeah.
So basically, what Ryan is saying is, if you was ugly before you was paid, you still ugly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
it's just your money make you look cute.
I dare tell. I say this all the time too. Money don't change who a person is. It enhances it.
Right.
So if you was a cocky, arrogant bastard before you had money, when you get money, you're gonna be obnoxious
to the 1000th degree.
You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You're gonna be a Trumpish.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna be Trumpish.
Yeah, you're gonna be Trumpish for sure.
But if you was mannerable, you know what I'm saying, kind of good head on your shoulders or whatever, and you get money, you're not gonna be not mannerable no more. You already had these values instilled in you.
Right.
You're gonna be a matured man with money.
Right.
That's a difference.
Right. There is a difference.
Right. So that's the difference between the dude that goes and buys the flashy cars without a place to stay.
Right.
Versus the dude that has a house.
Right.
Has an investment home.
Right.
Has some stocks and bonds, and might drive a Range, but he's worthy enough to drive a Lambo.
But this is what he's doing.
I can be comfortable with this.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just that you got to be cautious, and I think a lot of times for the guys that come into money quickly, rappers even, right, entertainers even, when they get a big bag quickly, but you haven't come from anything,
right?
What they had to do for athletes was they put into their contracts that they have to take a financial course.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, when you come to the new team
after they get drafted, part of it before they even go to camp.
I think entertainers need to have the same thing. Look,
that will be
get ready to come into some money.
Financial boot camp.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that.
But you should.
I've thought about this already.
Wait, hold on. Let's stop talking about it.
I'm gonna have to give you some of the copyright on that.
It's copywritten already, paperwork in the mail. You know what I'm saying? Look, I want to do something. I want to do. I was thinking of this on the way over here because I think you're a super creative guy when it comes to putting stuff together. I watch. Thanks. I want to do a hustle game with Ryan. It's not like Monopoly. $10,000. You know what I'm saying? I just come into 10 grand. Okay. How do I make some more money, Ryan? Not to where I'm gonna make some more money and go broke. How do I turn this into something? I got 10 grand. Okay. It don't got to be a fast flip.
Yeah.
What you would see is a successful flip.
All right, so there's a lot of different options with this. Right. Even with 10 grand, there's a lot of different options with this. First, I would say I'll find out what your likes are.
Okay.
Right? Because a lot of times we just want people to tell us what to do. Right. But you don't like it.
So you're not going to do it all the way.
Yeah, or you're going to feel some type of way about it. Right? So if I find out what you like, then it's a little bit easier for us to gauge. Yeah. Because I could tell you what I've done. Right. Right? I took $10,000 and invested into some trucks. Right? Or the trucking business. Right. And I managed to turn that 10 to 20 to 30 and multiply it, right? Right. That's the name of the game. Can you multiply something or can something add something? So if you're able to do it and you have 10 grand, what do you like? Maybe you can get a snow cone machine. Maybe $10,000 can get you an investment in some small mom and pop startups. Right. You can get a storefront. It used to be able to get you a Subway. I think now it's a little bit more. But for example, you know what I'm saying? You can get a franchise. Find a franchise that's small. I know for sure you can start a cleaning business. You can get a franchise with. I'm not going to give them free publicity, but there's a bunch of different companies out there
that you can get a franchise piece for that part.
They'll sign you up. You'll become a franchisee. You'll have their title, names, logos, all that type of stuff. And now you can go out here and clean houses or whatever the case may be. There's a pool cleaning business. It's like there's different things. Yes. And if you don't want to work here, right? You're
because I was gonna say you said that's all that stuff I'm gonna have to go out and do.
Not necessarily.
I want to be lazy, Ryan.
So listen,
I just want to be lazy.
This is how you do that. Well, you can't be lazy and be rich.
What?
Not on your way to richness.
Damn,
it won't happen.
Damn,
right? You gotta bust your ass.
Well, this is the truth.
Right.
All right.
However, staff your weaknesses. Right. So what I said to you as far as putting my $10,000 up and starting the trucking business wasn't that I was driving a truck. I do not own a CDL.
Right.
I do not dispatch. Right. I just own the company. But one of those things I learned along the way was staff my weaknesses. Right. Right. So obviously, if I don't want to drive the truck, I need to find drivers. Right. If I don't want to dispatch, I need to find a dispatch team. Right. Find that. So same thing applies. You get $10,000, and I'm telling you, hey man, go into find a small franchise that's available for $5,000 or lower, right? Use the rest of the money for some miscellaneous. Maybe keep $1,000 for yourself. I don't know. Right. So you don't feel bad.
So you don't feel like you.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a waste, it's an investment.
But you can feel like that.
That is something people feel because if you don't have nothing, you feel like you gave it away. But that's a mindset, right?
It is a mindset. My mom told me when I was young, she say, as soon as I got my first job at McDonald's, she say, pay God, then pay yourself. My mom believed in paying tithes. I'm like, All right.
Pay God, then pay yourself.
Yeah, she say you never want to spend all your money on bills and don't have nothing to say that you work for yourself.
Right.
Right? Because when you go to work, we're going to work to pay for things.
Right.
Right?
That's all. The money come in and it go to bills.
Yeah, we literally live to pay debt.
For majority of the country.
That's gangster.
Yeah.
Think about that.
That's mafia tactics. Y'all working for me.
All right, we're gonna get back to that. So when you got this $10,000, put that $1,000 to the side.
Right.
It's a tenth for yourself.
Okay.
Right? Do whatever you're gonna do with that. $5,000 you're gonna invest into a small franchise.
Right.
The other $4,000 you might have to pay for marketing and things of that nature. Right. People gotta know you got a business once you have it.
This is true.
Okay, so that's what that money's
right.
for. The $5,000 though, now you have this business. What you need to do now is find or hire people to work your business.
Right.
Now, what that means for you is you're gonna make less, but you're gonna do less.
Right.
Right. If I work for my company, now this is the difference also between self-employed and a boss.
Okay. We're getting into some finite details right now.
I want to clarify.
Yeah, to self-employed and a boss, because what's the difference?
So, a lot of people think that they're bosses, but they're working.
Okay.
Right for your company.
So you just employed yourself.
You are self-employed.
Hence.
Right. You are self-employed.
Right. Okay.
When you are a boss or on boss status, there are other people working for you. That will pay you.
Right. Is a boss's is a major part of being a boss properly delegating? Is a boss a delegator?
Yeah. A good boss is someone who can delegate. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's part of this. When I say staff,
that came together when you said it. That you know how a word it just hit you, like you just threw it like bow. I was like, delegate. You do this. You do this. But a good delegator has to be able to delegate properly to make it work, though.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So how did you get your skills to delegate? Where did that come from?
Just growing up in a house with, brothers and sisters. I was the oldest sibling in my household. So things were delegated to me from my parents. Like, you have to do this, this, and this. Right. Well, then I didn't delegate it to my sisters and my little brother. Like, y'all going to do this, you going to do this, and you going to do this. Right? So I think you learn that kind of innately growing up. Yeah. And if you work as a teenager, things were delegated to me. Right. You build yourself into a position of management, right? Where then now you're trained to become a delegator. Right. Right. If you ever been a manager of anything, Foot Locker, Foot Action, Whataburger, whatever they got out here. Right. Right. You have to learn to manage people, and you're delegating tasks.
Manage people.
Right. You're delegating tasks for them to do. So a good boss is either an awesome delegator or they've learned to hire a smart delegator. Right? But again, it goes back to my thing. You staff your weaknesses.
Look, there's a thing going around where people say everybody should own their businesses. And then you have people say that everybody shouldn't own their business. And what I found is just like a loss in translation between people who have owned businesses and own businesses and people who have only been workers.
Yeah, big facts.
You as somebody who has owned a business, what would you say to people who have only worked for businesses? Because I hear stuff like this. And it's like a world issue, a country issue. Yeah. And we're going to move minimum wage to $15 an hour for every business. Right. Now, the owner of certain businesses might be able to absorb that. Right. But there are a lot of businesses that wouldn't. Right. So what do you say from the business end of things like that going on, like as far as the country? Like as a business owner, what do you say when workers want the prices to be higher?
Like their salaries and stuff?
Yeah, then what the business could float. What do the business owners say? Look, Ryan, I want...
Oh, it happens.
I want one half of everything we make. Right. What you say?
Yeah, you crazy. I mean, I'm gonna tell them I'm straight. Right. Anybody that work for me will tell you that I'm straight. But I'm solid though. Right. Right. I give you my last. Right. If you do what you're supposed to do. Right. But you're not going to ask for nothing ridiculous. Like, this is something that I've built. So the other owners feel the same way.
Right.
Now, with that being said, I think your first comment was based off of what the country as a whole should be doing,
right?
Which is raising the minimum wage.
Right.
That means nothing but a livable wage.
Right.
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 $15 an hour ain't nothing.
Right.
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 That's what is that, $600 a week?
Somewhere is that after taxes?
I mean, before almost like it's really close because I think $20 an hour is 40-hour work week ends up being $800 for the week.
Yeah, you're gonna run out of that on the way to
so
HEB.
$15 is like $600. Man,
right.
Come on.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
6, 12, 18,
right.
20, $2,400.
Right.
I'm gonna be complaining about that as a business owner. This is the thing you have to think about. Instead of complaining first.
Okay.
What do we have to do to be able to support that?
Right.
Maybe we have to raise our prices up.
Okay.
Right. Because obviously we're in business, so if we have a product, we need to go with the rate of the products that are the similar. In our areas,
to the competition. We have to be comparable to the other products that are similar.
And everybody wants to undercut. We live in a capitalist society, so everybody wants to undercut, right? I could do it for less. I could do it for less.
So they could get market share.
Right.
Right.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I have a trucking company, right? It's one of my businesses.
Right.
So we have truck drivers.
One of my businesses.
Right. Yeah, one of them. Right. So with the truck drivers, I believe we pay a pretty amazing rate.
Right.
We offer our drivers a very good percentage off of every load, right? Which means when they get the paperwork to see how much the load is, they can off top know how much they're going to make per this load.
Right.
Right?
Very transparent.
I pay them first. Yeah.
Right.
So they're going to see it anyway, right?
Right.
Which has given us a good retention rate. Now, some drivers stink. They just can't drive. They mess themselves up, but it's not because I didn't offer them a great rate to stay with us, right? However, we have a couple of drivers who feel like once they've seen how much money they're making, that now they want more, and they haven't been here enough time to put in to say that for me to validate more. That.
Right.
Or you've been a person that have caused some issues, but somehow you want more, but your performance hasn't said that, right?
Right.
So if you're a person that's trying to go to the boss and say you desire more, you first have to be performance driven, right? Because you're currently working for someone or a company or an establishment.
Right.
Prove to that establishment your worth first.
Okay.
Just because they hired you doesn't mean that you proved your worth. They hired you based upon them feeling like you could accomplish.
Hoping.
And wanting to believe that you could be this person that we believe. So we're going to give you this, right?
Right.
But if you get in there and you bust ass and do what you're supposed to do, handle your business, show up, just do your job, basically, right? Not cause issues, cost this business, money or things of that nature.
Right.
When it's the proper time, you can present your case and be like, hey, sir, ma'am, I've been with you guys for a year.
Yeah.
Haven't caused any issues. Performance has been good. Never been late. Da-da-da-da-da. I would like to see about an increase.
Show them your value.
There you go.
So basically, see, that's why I said way when we started, if they pay attention, you going to give game. So basically, you telling them how to go get more money out your present situation.
Yeah, definitely.
Basically, that's what it equal, right? Man, let me ask you this. Would you suggest that everybody try to own their own business at one point in time?
So I know that being an entrepreneur is tough. Being a business owner is tough.
Right.
Everybody that has a desire to do it won't.
Right.
Again, to go back to the beginning. And this was hard for me to grasp at first. I talked to the story before, previously. My best friend is a great worker, right? He makes great money.
Right.
But he works for another company.
Right.
That employs him. So I was trying to press him. When I jumped off into the entrepreneur field, I was like, man, let's go. Get off the plantation.
You making all them people that money?
Yeah. I'm sitting there and I'm trying to give him an evaluation of him. I'm like, if they can afford to pay you this, bro, you're worth 3-4 times that.
Right.
Right. And that's reality.
Right.
Why not do that for yourself? And I had to grasp because he was like, no. He was like, this is solid, this is guaranteed, and this is how
stable. Yeah,
most people are. You have to be a risk taker to be an entrepreneur. let's get that out there.
So I agree.
Right? You have to be a person that's willing to take a risk.
You got to be willing to sacrifice, I think.
There's a sacrifice too, but there's a risk that comes. See, when you get up and punch a clock, somebody tells you that your salary this year is going to be $100,000.
Right.
You know, every month you're going to make $8,000 or something like that, right?
Right.
For 12 months, as long as you get up and go to work at 9 and take your lunch at 12 to 1 and come back and work until 5, whatever your task is and an extra task that they give you for that plantation, you going to get this set.
That plantation, you do that back in there.
Yeah, you going to hear that plantation, you going to get set amount of dollars for your labor.
Right.
Because that's what it is, right?
They're paying you for your labor.
For your labor.
Regardless of how technical it is. You're getting paid for your labor.
A computer whiz, or you can be a security guard. But for your labor, we're going to give you this percentage of what we feel like you are worth.
Or your ideas.
Or your ideas. But once you sign on to this company, your ideas are now our ideas.
Right.
But we're going to pay you this, right? For your labor or your ideas.
Right.
Okay.
Throw the plantation in there again.
For that damn plantation. Right. So what a lot of us have done, and my father is a man that just retired twice now. So retired, he went to the military, did 24 years in the military, retired lieutenant commander, salute.
Yeah, definitely salute.
And then worked another 20 years for oil companies here. Right?
Wow.
Now, intelligent dude.
Yeah.
Right? But we had a conversation. He was telling me one time, like, I wish I was a risk taker like you.
Wow.
He was like, man, you got big nuts. He was like, I was afraid to do the things that you do. I see you doing it, man. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? But he instilled in me to be a go-getter.
Yeah.
Right? Because watching him work, dare I say slave, for people that he didn't want to work for.
Because they control your destiny.
Yeah. I mean, there were times in the military when he worked and there was people that tried to get him kicked out because he was a stand-up guy. And because he wouldn't just go with the flimsy bull. Right? Vice versa. Then you go back and now he's working in corporate America.
Right.
Well, leadership changes.
Right.
Companies get sold, get bought out, and you got a new CEO, now you got a new president.
Oh, yeah. You dealing with all
So you might have dealt with
people.
somebody who loved you.
Yeah.
And now a new company comes in, new people buy you. Exactly.
Yeah.
And he dealt with that probably the last 5 or 10 years. He hated going to work.
Damn.
But he was a provider for his family, right?
Right.
For my mom and my little brothers and sisters that were still there.
Right.
But he used to be like, man.
Miserable.
He don't even play the lottery, but if he did, he couldn't wait to hit it. so me seeing this from a man that I know to be a provider is like, I don't want to do that for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Right? This is not me. Like, something clicked in me when I was young.
Early and just made you decide that's not what you wanted to do.
My mom used to tell me all the time, like, man, you get good jobs, Ryan, but why do you always quit? She was like, it seems like God always bless you to find a good job, but you don't never stay there long. I told Mom, man, I am not going to be working for people the rest of my life. Like, that's not my desire.
Do you think that you're happier overall as an individual?
Yeah.
Why?
So for me, what you said earlier in the show, right? For me, it's more about helping other people. Right?
Right.
One of the best joys of my life was at the time I had a tax office, right? Well, we had a few of them. I was hiring my sisters.
Well, we had a few of them. You see that baby Brian, how we threw that in
there? California and Texas, we had it going for a minute.
Wow. Okay.
And one of the things I loved was hiring my family.
Right.
So I had a couple of my sisters used to work there, one of my close homegirls, a couple of my homeboys. Like at one point, we were franchising out, so I'm building opportunities for other people, right?
Right.
Boss. This is boss talk number 2. Bless you.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Boss number 2. The bulletin is, you're not a boss unless you're paying somebody else to make sure that their family is good.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's back that up. Let's say that again. Boss number 2 is what?
You're not a boss unless your income is providing for another person's household.
Wow.
Right? If you give them the opportunity to provide for their household now, you're a boss. Yeah.
Wow.
You're a boss. And it made me feel good to pay my sisters at the end of the week knowing that they going home taking care of my nieces and nephews.
Right.
They taking care of their rent or mortgage.
Right.
They being able to buy cars and stuff like that. Like,
right.
I felt good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even go back to that sacrifice word. Even if it was a week where I had to sacrifice a little bit just to make sure that they still got what they supposed to get. Because as a business owner or entrepreneur, there's going to be times that it might get tight.
Right.
Right? But when you can still be like, I want to make sure that these people don't feel this.
Right. You feel a certain way.
Yeah, that's being a boss or entrepreneur is that.
Yeah. I got a 17-year-old daughter, Ryan, and I don't think she know what the hell she want to do.
She's not alone.
I don't think she know what the hell she want to do.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. When it comes down to being successful, do you think that people should find something that they like or something that they could just make money in? Because sometimes the things that you like don't bring you money right away.
Might not be profitable. Yeah.
Right. So what do you think about that situation right there?
So, salute. I told you, my daughter's also 17, so yeah. I understand. I definitely understand on that one. Here's the thing. I remember when I was 17 too, so for me it's nostalgic to go back and like, I wasn't really this. I wasn't set yet, right?
Right.
I would encourage the hustle, right? And sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah.
Find you something that can make you some money.
Right.
Right. And that responsibility level, right? When I was 16, I was hearing already from my parents, when you graduate, you are on your own.
Yeah.
You are either going to work, you're going to go to school, or you're going to the military.
But you doing something
on your own. That was what my parents told me. Like, you got to go. Like, we're not really gonna live here because military, college, or you gonna work somewhere.
But gone.
Yeah. I don't think us as parents no more. We don't those ultimatums. We don't lay those down. Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
You know why? Because we like that was harsh. But those things taught us. Right?
They made us in certain ways, but they broke some people too.
True. Well, I say this too. Mostly for the men.
Okay.
Because my sisters didn't have that ultimatum. They was like living at home till 20 whatever, right?
Right.
I think it was more so for the men. You know what I mean? Your mom and your dad.
And you was the oldest in the house, right?
Yeah. So they was like, get out of here, because my little brother didn't go through that either.
Yeah, I was the oldest too, and I was the only one rode the public bus. 3 buses to school. Every day.
Yeah. Like everybody else, we gonna drive y'all.
Yeah, they good.
All right, so I feel you. You understand my point.
Right, I feel you.
For these millennials that we'll say, right? A lot of things are at their fingertips.
Everything is.
Right.
To us though.
Well, yeah. To them, they might not feel like it, but you have to allow them to see how quick it is. So my daughter, I know she's creative and she likes to write.
Right.
So I was like, okay, what we're gonna do is I'm going to establish a publishing company. I'm going to put it in your name.
That's smart.
I want you to write a book about whatever.
Wow.
And then we're going to put it out, and you're going to, whatever's made off of it is going to be your money. Right. It's going to be your first gift. It's my gift to you, but that'll be your first body of work.
Right.
And then if you go to college and you decide to write something while you're in college, you already have said publishing company that you can put your book on.
Right.
Or
somebody else.
Exactly. So
and
now
she know the process.
Boom. So it's like sometimes we just have to give them a little bit of, like I said, you still got to push them, but we need to push them into the thing that's going to be lucrative for them down the line.
Right.
Your daughter, was she a junior?
More game. She a senior.
Senior.
More game.
Just like my daughter.
Yeah.
So she told you, y'all talked about college. Is college on the table?
My daughter want to go to college in France.
Oh, your daughter speak French?
She tries.
Oh, okay.
French fries.
Okay, so she's like etouffee. That's French.
Yeah, that's French enough. Right, exactly.
I got you. I was like, that's kind of crazy.
Right.
My daughter, she speaks French. She took French in school, and I was like, you should learn Spanish. She was like, yeah, whatever. Took French for 4 years, right?
Wow, yeah.
Don't ask me why, but
my daughter, she's teaching herself French.
Well, that's dope. Listen, those are all right.
I encourage it though.
Yeah.
I encourage it. My only thing is I tell her is don't be afraid to, because she does things. She's real artistic, and what I find about this generation is their artistic is their passion. Well, their art is their passion, and they're so willing to give it away. Yeah. And I'm knowing that I understand what you're trying to give to the world. Right. But I know that shit will have you broke. You you can't create art homeless. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
It's tough.
It's tough. You can, but the love go away quick.
Fast.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like trying to present that reality. I love what I do. I'm realizing as the older I get, you can't give everything away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So look, I thought of a new game. Give advice to those people. What do you say to the people? Because you run into that, I'm sure, all the time.
Yeah.
People who don't know how to monetize what they got.
Yeah.
Get your pencils out.
So first thing I'm going to tell you to do is go to ryanknowsbest.org.
See?
Book your consultation with me, and we can talk for 1 hour, and I can give you this game so that way I'm not giving it away for free.
My God.
Right?
Right.
But I will drop a gem or two. So establish your business.
Right.
If again, to the person that wants to be
an
entrepreneur or whatever,
right.
or you have a desire to, or if there's a product or something that you're trying to push, establish a business. Right. It's $300 in the state of Texas to create your LLC, INC, whatever it is, your corporation. It's $300. If you're in other states, it's a little different. But in Texas, it's $300. Right. It is free to get an EIN number. Right. If someone charges you to get an EIN number, slap them. It's free. IRS.gov, and I ain't even the person that likes the IRS, but go to IRS.gov, type in EIN, and it'll come up. You can do it yourself in 2 minutes online. Right. You've just now created the business. You spent $300 to create your corporation. Now you have an EIN number. You can go to said bank, open up your business bank account. Now you have a business that is ready to receive what? Money. Your only problem now is just trying to figure out how you're going to create that money. Right. How you're going to bring that income in, right? Right. So for you, I challenge you now, for your daughter who is artistic. Is she an introvert?
Very.
Okay, yeah. She sounds like my daughter for real.
Very.
Right? There's very similar traits.
Very introverted.
All right. So the challenge for you then is maybe you have to do those things for her and then say, let me walk you through this. Right. Let's this art here. Right. Let's put it online. Put it on your Snapchat or whatever it is that she uses. Right. And let people know that you are selling this. $5. You know what I'm saying? If it's
whatever
art,
it is.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe you sell it for $5 or whatever. I was like, the thing about most of them is we grew up in an age where we had to communicate.
And we had to hustle, like somehow.
But we were forced to talk to each other, right?
True.
No cell phones.
Very true.
Right? So we had communication skills.
Right.
These kids normally don't have
enough interpersonal skills.
Yeah, so it's like when they're talking to somebody and somebody says no, they immediately shut down.
Right.
They're not used to that. They're like, what is
that?
Can't
move to the next person.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, nobody likes me. Wait, hold on.
That's one person.
Yeah, and who are they? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
What the hell?
Who are they?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, whoa, let's bring it back in.
Right.
So I would encourage you to start with that and just kind of give her the gentle push, the gentle nudges or whatever. And then also in doing that, you're going to give her that security that don't really matter what nobody else say. I got you.
And the education.
Well, you're definitely getting her educated.
The education, because what I'm learning, even what you did with your daughter with the publishing, is even if she's not like the one leading the charge, she's still learning and going through the process with you. See, so you came on today and you gave. hold on. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't even think you be realizing you gave advice to the young fellas, the young whippersnappers.
Yeah.
The young grasshopper, knee high to a grasshopper.
You better get that wet behind the ear.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You taught them about, how to approach women when you on the paper chase. Yeah. That affects about 3.5 million people a day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Assets, liabilities for y'all that didn't get that.
Assets and liabilities. You gave some parenting advice on how to create your child to make money. You know what I'm saying? The
or at least exploring
process.
The opportunity for them to feel that.
I learned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know to call Ryan.
You stupid, man.
Well, I don't know something. You told me about delegation. I delegated it to you. Now I'm at the house with a plan.
There you go.
We on now.
Well, it works then.
Hey, man, look, before we leave, I want to shift and I want to talk about morals.
Oh, bet.
Man, I see you doing it.
Yes,
I say, oh, that look fly. My boy is doing it.
Trying, man.
Nah.
I mean,
Yeah. That's what somebody else. My boy doing it.
All right.
Talk about morals. What is morals about?
All right, Moral stands for the Mind of Ryan Akers live show. It's a TV show that I created basically just from seeing like Nick Cannon and Arsenio Hall and a lot of these black men that have TV shows or had TV shows that were really popular.
Right.
Once they started speaking up about how they really felt on certain issues,
they got muted.
Man, muted, cut off, shut down, blocked. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, and then, poor Nick Cannon, he from Dago.
Yeah.
So, what ended up happening with him? Yeah, man of the trio, right? If you see him, he always got the little Southeast tattoo. I think it's hilarious. Anyway.
That's another show for another day.
Yeah. Shout out to Nick, though, for the 6'1" Nina. But the thing that I found that was interesting is that he created a multi-million-dollar entity in Wildin' Out, and he don't own it.
None of it. Well, I don't know the logistics, but I know
he don't own it. That's why you don't see Wildin' Out. They snipped that man. Whatever paperwork he signed to get that $400-500 million from Viacom. When he signed that contract, he signed his rights away. Right,
gone.
Even though it's something he created.
Right.
So I got with
Plantation.
Miss Central. Oh yeah, that's not even talk about that.
I hear you.
So I got with a super intelligent black woman that I was fortunate enough to meet here in Houston, Miss Central Reed.
Okay.
Right. Super dope mind. And this lady is leading the charge with the entertainment business here in Houston. Literally getting ready to position herself to create and build movie studios.
Wow.
In Houston.
I'm there.
Movies like Hollywood,
I'm there.
Florida, Atlanta, movie studios. You know what I'm saying? Here in Houston. So I was blessed and fortunate enough to connect with her, and she introduced to me her platform, which is in over 160 million homes worldwide.
Wow.
Right? It's on Roku TV, Amazon, Amazon Prime, Google Play, Samsung TV, blase, right?
Right.
The thing that I get with her being on her platform is that I own 100% of my content. Right?
And that's smart.
Yeah. No one can tell me I can say or cannot say.
And it's your content.
And it's mine.
Right.
Right? That's power to people that's out there, right?
Right.
So I got with her. We're able to put together a show, and she's able to host my show on her platform, CGM TV.
Okay.
There's an app, a CGM TV app on iOS and Android or whatever. You can go download it. My show, Morals, is on there, but there's a ton of other dope, independent black films, TV shows.
That's big.
It's all type of stuff on there. And when I tell you there's really good shows and movies on there, bruh, it's like real life directors and stuff that have made some.
So
dope.
We need to be paying attention to it.
We should
and
be
really
supporting
trying to be
this black woman.
Yeah,
first
absolutely.
of all. And then if you're a producer or a director or you have independent films, everybody not going to Sundance.
Right, not close.
Right.
And they only accept who they like anyway.
Big facts. Right. But everybody like, I'm going to get my show on Netflix. Bruh, we have platforms out here that are designed for us, by us, and keep our money.
Right.
Push it.
And we should be okay with seeing people just succeed.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother topic. So with my show Morals, right? Let me now throw this out there. My show is subscription based. Right.
Okay.
It's $1.99 per month.
Okay.
Right. There's 4 shows a month basically.
Right.
Every Wednesday a new show drops.
Okay.
Right. So I tape a month in advance. Pretty much. Right.
Right.
But every day or every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. A new episode drops. This Wednesday, tomorrow, my episode with Slim Thug drops. The boss of all bosses. The big boss of the North.
The boss of the North.
Yeah.
Right.
Blessed to be able to have my man on there to get some game and some jewels about his own business life, right?
Construction.
Yeah. Music.
Music.
Yeah, we touched on that. Even the foundation. You know what I mean? Of how he got started. How he's able to sustain himself now,
right?
Like a lot of times, people we
I
see
saw
these
that
rappers.
Clip.
Oh yeah, but it's so real to me, man, to be able to have people on there who are one, people that we view as successful,
right?
But 2 are real individuals,
right?
Somebody else needs to hear
like
that.
You. see, cheers. You see
Salute.
What I'm saying? Salute.
My God.
You know what I'm saying? My God. But yeah, man. I like the way that it's looking too. It feels very professional. And just from the outside looking in, it seems like something that you are taking very seriously.
Yeah.
And what I notice in this I wouldn't call it an industry. I think that's funny.
Okay.
When we come to this, because everybody take it different.
Right.
I think that you have shown that you really cared about it based on the things that you're willing to put into it.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm super excited about Moral. So I gotta go get my subscription tonight.
Salute. Yeah, do that.
Yeah,
it's $1.99, man. Support your boy. See, here's the thing. What we don't know is power in numbers, right? You just said something that was really powerful. We should want to see other people succeed.
Yeah, just off top.
I genuinely want to see other people succeed. That's why I do the things that I do.
Right.
Y'all go subscribe to the Morals app. You can go on my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, my LinkedIn. Go on my Linktree. Download the app for either your phone if you got an Android or you got an iPhone, or you can go. There's a link on there that goes straight to the web, right? It'll take you straight to the show. It's $1.99 for a month. Man, give me 2 hamburgers. All right,
2 hamburgers
or 10 nuggets from Wendy's.
I'm sure it's worth it.
You feel me?
I'm just looking at the ads, the production value, the time, the people you have on.
Yeah,
I know how much it is to make all of those things work at the same time.
Yeah, it is.
You're not just putting the phone in your face.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? This is something that you're actually putting together.
Yeah.
So I think it's very well worth it, and I'm sure. I mean, we might have to put a price on this, but the amount of game you know what I'm saying?
Let me know.
Let me know. Yeah, man. Look, I want to ask one more question, and I want to end it with this, because we've talked about a lot of things, but we're talking about business and just people being able to move forward.
Yeah.
How important is consistency?
I think it's probably one of the most important tools of anything, right? We talked sometime last year, and I mentioned the 10,000 hour rule.
10,000 hours, okay.
And I used the analogy for basketball players, but it's for sports addicts or whoever, right? You got the Odell Beckhams, you got the, what's my man's name? Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
You got Patrick Mahomes. You got LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. All of these people that Steph Curry's. Right. People that we consider Kevin Durant's. We consider these people great at their craft.
Right.
Elon Musk, if I go into the business, right?
Yeah.
Damon John and all these, these
Titans.
Yeah.
Right.
Jay-Z.
Titan.
P. Diddy.
Titan.
These individuals work tirelessly at their craft. And even when they expand and go into a different genre, so to speak, they still work tirelessly to learn that particular industry or whatever it is they're in. Right. So there's a 10,000 hour rule. It says basically anything that you put 10,000 hours into, you should be a master at it at this point. Right. There's also a thing called habit. Right. In the world of working out into those things of the nature, you'll see personal trainers always say it takes 30 days to start a habit. Right. Anything you do for 30 days, you have now created a new habit. Right. So consistency comes by will, and then having a desire to want to do something. So if you want to become a business owner, entrepreneur, put in a month straight work. Right. Put in a month straight. If you put in a month of working for yourself, even if it's an hour a day, you just say, I'm going to put this 1 hour in. I'm going to block off everything for this 1 hour, and I'm going to go hard on my online business. That's selling something, whether you're trying to trade Forex or whatever it is. Put that 1 hour and dedicate it to whatever that is, and watch the outcome of how your consistency pays off. Wow. Right? At the end of that 1 month term. Now, I'm not telling you you're going to become a millionaire in this 1 month. But it's possible.
Measure it. You're saying measure it.
Yeah.
Try it.
You will see results. Right. It's inevitable. You cannot do something and not get a result out of it if you do it consistently.
For 30 days. Just do it consistently.
Try it. I'm telling you, try it first for 30 days. Like, go out and do it. Because once you do it 31, it's really easy to do it for or once you do it 30, it's easy to do it 31, then 32.
Because you've developed the habit.
There you go.
You know what? I lied. I got one more question because I think it's important.
Okay.
What do you say to people who don't have a lot of money and they may want to invest in themselves?
Yeah.
but they're afraid, what would you say?
To you out there who are afraid to invest in yourself, I would say that success is not going to come easy to you. I would also encourage you to think about your legacy. Right, we talked about this a little earlier.
Right.
Your legacy is whatever it is that you're going to be willing to sacrifice and then invest in you. Right. When any great person, anybody that you ever want to use in any example, right, is success, or we think about them being a hero or someone that is, admirable or whatever the case may be. Man, the best investment they made was in themselves. You have to believe in you because there's so many other people that don't, right?
Ooh.
So if you don't believe in you, why the hell should other people?
Morals.
Yeah, morals, man.
Hey, we're going to leave it at that. Hey, I appreciate it. You dropped a whole lot. Like I said, man, if the time capsule was to come and just pick this up right here, you dropped a whole lot of game, left a whole lot of knowledge. And I want to thank you for making Black history. I'm going to tell you how. You're alive. You definitely Black. You're happy. You're successful. And you don't mind seeing other people succeed.
Yeah.
You're making Black history.
Salute to you, Black man.
Hey, man. You're making Black history.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man.
We out of here, man. Soapbox Heroes. Wait, let the people know where to find you and to where to find consultation. Because I've had somebody ask me about truck driving. Oh, yeah. I sent them to you.
Yeah.
So,
I got you.
And so let people know where they can find you for consultation and what you can tell people about. Everything. I was going to say a word that didn't exist.
Oh.
But I was about to say it, too. It almost came all the way out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even drunk that much wine.
You can be a rapper?
I could. But
he got a whole dictionary.
But it works for him. But let people know where to find you and what it is that you're doing and everything, because we just jumped right into it.
Okay.
But I want them to know
so
that.
So check it out. RyanKnowsBest.org is the website. You can go on there. All of my links and handles are there for social media. You can follow me on Instagram at Only Ryan Knows Best. I'm on Facebook at Ryan D. Akers. I'm the only Black one. Also on LinkedIn, the same, Ryan D. Akers, the only Black one. All right. But RyanKnowsBest.org is where you can best find me. Yes, the consultation link is there if you would like to consult about business, business development, creating your business, getting it started, trucking, right? It's also there. So you can do a 1 hour session, we call it a power hour, or you can do a cram session, which is like a bunch of hours crammed in, and I give a really great discounted rate for that particular thing. As you can see right now, I've been blessed to be able to still be alive, so I don't mind dropping jewels and game on people and individuals that I feel like need it, and our community needs it. Your platform is a platform that's out here because we need it, right? Yeah. You see that there's a need for that, so I appreciate you, Black man, for being able to present such an opportunity. So I pray that the people and the viewers, get something out of it, man. Hit me up if you're serious. You know what I mean? Don't waste my time though. But hit me up if you're serious, man. Like let's make something happen. I ain't got no problem giving back. I love to see people take the advice or the wisdom that was imparted into me by other people who took the time out to impart wisdom into me and pass it on, man. Each one teach one. That's what I was taught.
If you holler at him, he can't want it more than you. You gotta want it more than him.
Big facts.
So, hey, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate it. This is Soapbox Heroes. Thank you, Baby Brown, on the board. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.